we're living in the 20s.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, we're living in the 20s.
Oh, we are.
We are.
True. Yeah.
We're making 20s music.
Hey, you ever? Okay, so before it turned 2020, do you ever remember like this? It's like a Facebook thing where it says, "Who's trying to celebrate the Roaring 20s with me?" and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, we're in it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like because it's the Roaring 20s. That's what they did, like in 1920 and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
You
To
know
the
what I'm
2020s.
Yeah. So it's 2020s and shit, and then pandemic.
Oh, facts.
So when you think of the Rolling 20s, right? So say we're in it right now. Is the EDM scene that scene?
Hey, you know what?
If
I
I'm
didn't even think about
We're
that.
making
Right?
20s music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the 20s crowd, bro.
I mean, I would agree.
Right?
Yeah,
'Cause there's
'cause,
a wild party like type shit, and that's
Yeah,
EDM.
you know, that like doing the what is it called? The bootlegging
Yeah.
and the fucking what's it called? Speakeasies and shit.
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Hey, we
Yeah.
in the Rolling 20s.
I would say,
Hell I can't wait for the 70s though, dog.
yeah.
I'm ready for that.
Ooh,
Hey,
I'm
people
gonna be
said that the
going about
80s
this
were
shit.
a great decade.
For
I can't
rock
wait for
and
the
shit.
80s, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
fuck. Hey, hopefully if I make it to that time, dude.
Let's do it.
Dude.
Yeah, we gonna make it.
EDM in the 50s, 60s?
Nah, bro,
Imagine.
they're already working on like Neurolink. Did you guys see that? Like Elon Musk is already starting to
Oh
test his
yeah,
Neuralink.
yeah, I
What is
did.
that?
I
Yeah,
did see that shit.
so,
It's kind.
like-
Hey, you know what? That's low key kind of scary.
It is, but
I'm
yeah,
just saying.
I don't know.
know.
Look, if we're in a simulation, I don't want to wake up. Just think about that. If we're in the simulation, do you want to wake up right now?
I don't know. Get disconnected.
I mean,
'Cause
I
I
ain't trying
feel
to
good
sleep
right
all
now.
night.
Like I'm not.
Fuck.
I don't know. Are you gonna take the blue pill?
Why can't I can take both pills, no?
I think that's how you overdose.
Not if you got a tolerance.
No, it makes you turn into one of those fucking droid thingies.
Oh
from
shit, huh?
Matrix. Those are the people that just went.
Or makes you like the I Am Legend monsters and shit, maybe.
Oh,
Ooh.
true.
Yeah.
You
Yo,
know, there's
that
like
shit's scary,
3
too.
alternate endings to that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I've only
There's-
seen 2 of them. Those I only know of 2. That's it.
I've seen the one where the zombie comes alive, or the girl, she comes back alive at the end, right? And I don't know how that part ends. They like kiss, and the zombie comes back to life. And then the other one is when he blows himself up, right? That's
Yeah.
the original one.
Yeah.
And then there's one more where I think he escapes. Like he just dips at like he doesn't die, but she doesn't wake up. He just escapes.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy ass movie. I don't know what I would do in that situation.
You're the only one? Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I mean, he got a dog.
Would you be able to survive that, Robert?
Got a
An
dog.
I Am Legend situation?
Oh, are you asking me if I was one of those people during that situation? I'd be the Will Smith? Nah.
Yeah, would you be able to
That's not
survive?
me. That's not me.
No. What about you, King Yaqui? No?
If I survive, I'd probably be a really crazy person. I wouldn't be
Alright,
like
okay.
Will Smith.
No?
Yeah,
No.
I don't see me.
I'd
Will
like
Smith, bro.
if I survive. That's what I'm just saying. Like if I survive, if that were to happen, I'd be like fucking crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Like how they act like I'm fucking crazy. You know, like I don't even.
It must be a lot then for someone to go through, like to be the only person in the world. Like you think you're the only person, right? And everyone's just either infected or, has gone, has gone somewhere else, And
No,
Oh,
that's just wild. Yeah, I would not be able to survive that shit. No, bro, I'm done.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even think I'd want to, bro.
Yeah.
I'm bored. Like,
German Shepherd, no women. Come on, now.
Hey, no, but before we start the podcast, what would you guys' main weapon be for like a zombie apocalypse like that? Are you like a sword kind of person? Are you like a gun person?
I'm a samurai.
Samurai. Oh, so you have like a samurai sword on you?
Yeah, samurai. sword.
All right.
No, I'd have that bat from Walking Dead.
Oh, shit.
The one that killed
What's his name?
Glenn.
Yeah,
No?
the one that
killed Glenn.
Yeah,
Damn.
that one.
True.
One of
What
those.
would you get?
That'd be my shit.
Oh, bro, I'm getting a gun. Fuck that
A
shit,
gun?
bro. Nah, I'm not gonna try to get close to these fools.
Yeah, but then that's gonna alert everyone that you're there.
No, I got a silencer.
Silencers don't make your gun silent, bro.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, not really.
it's still
I mean,
pretty
they
loud.
don't make it louder. They don't make them louder.
No, you're right. You're right.
So
When you're right, you're right.
I know, but if I had to get a melee weapon, I think it'd be like like a chainsaw.
But I just think I wouldn't have the energy to always carry around a chainsaw or always swing a bat. But a samurai sword, it's light and it's meant for that shit, you know. So that's my only thinking, only logic.
Yeah, and it'd be hidden too. It'd be hidden.
I just have a rock.
Fuck that. I use these hands. Boy.
Imagine being at a festival, and then everyone turns zombie. Hey, imagine you're at a music festival. I mean,
I'm done.
You're at an EDC in the middle, and everyone turns zombie. Where are you going? Yeah, where's the safe spot at EDC?
Everyone turns
zombie right away.
And they're on acid, bro.
A fucking porta potty for the next 2 days.
You mean the porta potties?
God
for the
damn.
next 2 days.
Word,
Yep.
all right.
Until I can't hear shit.
Okay, I got you. Oh, true. Okay.
Once I can't hear shit, then I'll come out and be like,
you hear the jets and shit, the bomb. Boom.
Oh yeah, you fucked then. You fucked at that point.
True. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna be posted up at VIP, bro, because they got like the elevated floor. You know, like you get the elevation.
Also, these zombies can't climb.
They don't got VIP, fam.
Oh,
yeah,
true. So they can't even get up there if they want to.
They don't got VIP. Most GA, so you can handle the VIP.
Like no one's ever snuck into VIP, dog.
Dog. Okay, so speaking of zombies, you fucking seen World War Z, right?
Yeah.
That
I'm not surviving.
Okay, so usually zombie movies don't fucking freak me out. You know what I'm saying? They don't make them that active.
Facts.
As they did in fucking World War Z. That shit fucking almost took a whole helicopter down. The fucking no.
Yeah.
I think it did take a helicopter
Some
down.
shit like that. I don't know. Not surviving.
And they went through some shit in that movie, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that.
Trying to figure out if that's my favorite zombie movie. I feel like I
World
have
War Z?
another one. Yeah. No, I think I have another one that's like my favorite zombie movie.
Zombieland has to be my favorite movie.
Yeah, I like
Or a zombie
Zombieland.
movie.
All right,
People,
zombie.
I know people are gonna hate me for this, but no matter how corny they fucking get, the Resident Evil movies. I like, you know,
Okay.
I get it. Yeah, they're fucking corny and shit, some of them, but
They're
I love
fun.
them. Like it's a nostalgia thing, I think.
The concept's fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, at the end of the day, the franchise, that's just fun, bro.
Yeah,
Come think of it, it's zombies, Raccoon City.
Yeah.
You know, you got a bunch of these like mega monster looking zombies, like hella crazy, bro. And usually they die, bro. Like the main character usually like survives that shit. So, but it's a fun franchise, bro. I mean, Resident Evil's a fun franchise.
Didn't they recently come out with a new one?
Welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah.
Now
I haven't seen
available
that
on
yet.
HBO Max, homie.
I heard it was actually kind of decent.
I haven't
I
seen
don't
it
know.
yet.
Nah.
Nah, I haven't seen. I haven't seen Bel Air though.
You've seen it?
Dude.
I haven't started. Hey, nah. Well, okay,
haven't
we'll
seen
start
it
talking
either.
about shit like this on the pod now because I'm going to start watching Bel Air too.
Dog,
bro.
okay, so you
Wait,
can't.
we're not
do it with me
recording right now?
Because I don't fucking.
Oh wait, I was like, true.
I don't watch TV.
Oh,
Like
no.
I really don't watch TV.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's some times where I get like, yeah, let me watch a movie, Resident Evil, but just I really don't watch TV, to be honest.
I'm trying to think. I only watch. I do watch it. There's shows that it's just a tradition for me to watch now. And then sometimes when I listen to a lot of pods. So when they start talking about something and they're all hype on it, I'm like, fuck, I want to be in the know too. So I'll hop on real quick.
Hey, I'm gonna watch New
and
the
then-
other day.
And then like when I do want to watch something, it's like Lord of the Rings, something something like this long as fuck.
You're like, if I'm gonna watch a movie, I'm gonna watch
I'm
a movie,
gonna watch
dog.
a motherfucking movie. No, but my favorite director though, it would have to be Quentin Tarantino.
It's a really good choice.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You fucked with it?
Yeah.
I fucked with it heavy. I love that movie.
And then he made Inglourious Bastards, and then
That was amazing.
of course Pulp Fiction. You know what I'm saying? All the what the fuck is it called? Death House or something like that.
When was the first time you saw Pulp Fiction? How old were you around?
I was little. I was like
Shit.
7.
Okay, so you saw it early.
Yeah.
I didn't see it until like 3 years ago. I had no fuck idea what Pulp Fiction was.
Hey, you know what? I want that wallet. That wallet, the bad motherfucker wallet.
Word.
Yeah, it's been a minute. What's it called? But when I didn't understand what I was getting into because I went to a movie theater because I guess they do like, they have like, it's like a big indie movie type thing. And the movie theaters will always like play it once a year or something like that.
Yeah.
So I went and I seen a bunch of people all dressed up weird and stuff like that. Like, cause my aunt and uncle had taken me and I was like, what the fuck am I watching, but I'm thinking Quentin Tarantino. You feel me? I'm thinking all like newer movies, and then I'm watching it. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then now, like all these pop culture references, I'm starting to understand now because a lot of people quote Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it was one of those movies like it brings nostalgia, especially because it's from way back then. Everybody fucking knows it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I think that's probably why people references it a lot. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's funny because like at first it wasn't that good of a movie, you know, like people didn't really react to it well, but then over time it became that movie.
Yeah.
I'm split between Django and Inglorious. Straight up, yeah.
You know what? Django's pretty good though. It's really good, but I like Inglourious Bastards because of that shit. All of it, like it's a little bit of comedy, it's a little bit of fucking a lot of action, and then it has like that Quentin Tarantino vibe where it's just like cuts. There's like different ways that it starts, and then it all comes to one point. You know what I'm saying? Like
at the end, like everything just kind of meets up at the end.
Yeah. I think that one's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Tarantino's a talented director. Yeah, big shout out to movie directors that are just killing that shit in cinema.
Hey,
like that shit's cinema.
I can't wait for fucking Multiverse of Madness. I can't wait to see that shit. The adventure movie. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
That's just gonna be dope.
Dude, I can't wait till Tarantino makes an EDM festival movie, dog. Right. Damn, that'd be crazy. All right, man. But hey, dude, thanks for coming through, bro. It's a Spotlight podcast, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, man.
Yeah. Where are you coming from right now?
Fucking San Bernardino, Highland, more specific.
All right, bet. You been there like the rest of your life, or you been there for kind of a couple years or so?
I've been there for, coming back and forth from like Rialto and San Bernardino and stuff like that. It's the same shit. I've been all up over there, but yeah, I grew up over there.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
So you're like IE born and raised?
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I've been other places, but this is where I stay.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. I've always been on the other side of that little mountain.
Yeah.
I've always been here in Moreno Valley since I was 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Because I was born in Downey. And I was there till I was 3, and then I've been here ever since I was fucking 3. So born and raised, pretty much. I like to say. But yeah, pretty close by, man. I want to get into more of like how you got started DJing, how you started into dance music, raving, going to all these shows. But before we do that, I want to do something which you call quick hits, which is pretty much like it's like a bunch of questions I'm gonna ask you. We're gonna time you. No, it's pretty easy, bro. It's pretty easy. Nothing too complicated. Bro. Trust me.
Okay.
Nothing too complicated. It's something that kind of gives our audience more of an insight of like your personality, like in dance music, DJing, all that kind of sorts of things. But yeah, dude.
We are timing you.
Oh, no way.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't think about it too much. Yeah, don't think about it too much, bro.
Pressure.
Yeah. And for those that are just tuning in for the first time, true. For those that are tuning in for the first time, this is Spotlight Podcast, where we talk about all the trending topics in dance music and showcase upcoming platforms, music, and artists. Ho, 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 ho. And thanks to King Yaqui for being my special guest in this episode, bro.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you ready for the quick hit segment?
My pleasure.
Let's do it.
All right, bro. Let's get it. Here comes the first question.
All right.
So, what's your social media handle?
I am King Yaqui.
Favorite DJ software?
Record box.
Age you started at?
Started DJing at 16.
Favorite genre of dance music?
Ooh, that one's hard.
Gotta be one.
Rhythm.
Favorite music streaming platform?
SoundCloud.
I like the little laugh. You're like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Favorite BPM?
Ooh. 160.
Ooh. Like, all right. Special skill?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm being timed, right?
Yep.
It's taken.
Shit. This. I don't know. That's like I don't like. It's just,
I got you.
hey, so some people can't do that.
No, yeah.
No, I feel it. True.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
right, fuck it. Nah,
Some
I
people
feel
can't
it.
do that.
We out here. All right.
We'll come back to this right now.
First festival.
Oh, damn. That was fucking, I want to say Beyond Wonderland. I think it was 2013.
Why?
One of my, because I've always been into dubstep and shit, you know, and you know, I knew about house and all that stuff, but I used to have a bunch of these fucking burned CDs. Like I used to get off of LimeWire and shit. Like they were a remix of like Casper and Rusko and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is like 2009. You know, I'm fucking burning all these CDs. And then my homeboy, he was like, "Hey, you ever been to a rave?" I was like, "No, I want to go and shit." And then he really played. I mean, they played dubstep, but it was like towards the end, and all are fucked up. And so yeah, it was 2013.
Now, what's your
Shit.
dream festival?
Dream Festival Ultra.
Ultra Miami?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like. All right.
Ultra.
Damn, you're the first guest that we've had here in Lucid Temple. I think that said Ultra.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
No, I just like I've never been to Florida for one. Would love to go to Florida. And then plus, you know, it's like partly on the beach and shit and all kinds of shit like that too.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I remember seeing a fucking a stage one time and there was like sand and shit. That's what I'm hoping for.
It's kind of like similar vibes to California, kind of
Kind of
like
yeah.
you know beach and all that.
Yeah, a little different, more crocodiles.
For sure.
Imagine DJing with no shoes on. I
I don't know. I can't do that. There's some people that do that,
Really?
and like, because I've seen people do it,
That's crazy.
and like,
I
number
don't think I
one,
can
my
do it
feet
either,
kind of
bro.
stink, so I ain't. Gonna
I don't think I can do it either. I don't have pretty feet like that. I grew up playing soccer. My feet ain't like that, you know?
I always wear Mitch Max socks, so I can't do it.
DJing for crocodiles. What's good?
In the bayou.
Hey, what do you think crocodiles
In the
like to
bayou.
listen to? Like if crocodiles would listen to a dance music genre, like
Crookers.
crookers, that don't make no sense.
I have no idea.
Crooked. Oh, crocker. Oh, crookers. Crocker. Oh, okay. All right.
It
that
was a
like-
reach. Fuck
That
you.
was like,
Nah, you know what? They probably listen to like 200 BPM shit.
what?
Hey, listen to chomp music, homie.
Little Texas.
Little Texas
Listen to
shit.
Little Texas and
Crocodiles
shit.
are big fans of Little Texas.
Hell
music.
yeah.
Well, bro, they go
Alright,
crazy. Do you see how like when they attack, they bite and then they spin and go crazy?
Yeah.
So maybe some 200 BPM shit makes fucking
I'm
sense.
done with this shit.
Crocodiles like 200 BPM.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna put that in the fucking like biography of crocodiles, like
the week.
amphibian or reptile
The reptile.
likes
200.
200
Texas.
BPM and shit.
Hey, let's try
That's
to
funny.
get someone to put it on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, dude. Anyone can just write on Wikipedia.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. Hey, someone go put that up there, fam.
Hey, for those that don't know, anyone can just write shit on Wikipedia.
Nah.
No, yes, it can.
Nah.
Nah, you're right. Nah. But so it was 2013 when that was like your first festival.
Yeah.
So you'd already
Dude,
been
like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's been so long since like I actually started. Like, there's been so many. It's just like it's not become a blur, but like I remember like all the good times and shit or whatever. 2013, I think so.
around that time, were you just getting into dance music, or you had already been kind of
Oh yeah,
invested in like?
I had already been listening to dubstep and shit.
Oh,
And,
word. So you were just straight dubstep, like
You know, well, no, like I used to listen to Dead Mouse. I was one of those people who was like Dead Mouse 5. You know how
Me
people,
too.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but I knew that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew, you know, I was listening to I Remember. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
The classics. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a while. It was a while before when I started listening to it. Then I went to like the festivals and shit. And then like once I realized like you can make it, I was like, oh, you can make it? Let's do this. So
were you DJing at the time already as well, or
yeah, because like
okay.
when I had started DJing, I was DJing like hip hop
Hey,
at first. You know what I'm saying? But I always listen to EDM. I always listen to dubstep, and I always listen to the house, like just some shit. And you know, old YouTube mixes and shit, you know.
I got you.
So, but when I started DJing, it was hip hop, you know, fucking E40, Lil Jon, you know, like that era. I was like fucking 18, 19.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? When I actually got my first time to DJ somewhere.
And you weren't like into dance music at that time. You're more into that kind of music, or
No,
you were still
I was
fucking both.
I was fucking with both.
Right.
Yeah,
but it was because the kind of parties that you were doing.
There was the
you
kind
were
of
playing
parties.
hip-hop. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of thing. They were using fucking. I don't think it was Serato. It was something else. It was weird.
Tractor?
I think it was maybe. I'm not too
I
sure.
don't know.
I'm not too sure how old it is, but it was back then.
Or virtual DJ.
Some shit.
That was one of those.
Yeah. It was probably virtual DJ. Lit up and shit.
Oh, okay. Probably, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then production came like 3-5 years later, or was it like a year
So
sooner after your first festival?
Now I would say this past September would be like the 9th year. So I'm going on 10 years now of producing. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it's all self-taught, and I never really, I didn't realize that there was videos and shit after I was doing it for like 3 years, just fucking with shit. You know, it was like I didn't know that YouTube was that fucking useful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it may not be the right answers, but it gets it to sound the way you want it to sound. You know, and like for me, that's just, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I read lefts and all that other shit, whatever, the mumbo jumbo, but you know, it for me, I make my music more on how like I want to feel or what I want to feel from the, you know, standing there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So it's
you produced on FL?
Yeah, FL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask, what was it? Was it just the one that was most available or something you saw someone else do?
So when I was DJing, I was still going to fucking San Andreas. I was still in high school, but I was like in continuation school.
Okay.
Old fuck. I was still in school and shit, and one of my younger homies, he was DJing, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get Fruity Loops, and because back then it was called Fruity Loops. And he's like, I'm gonna get Fruity Loops, this and that. And that's when I was like, oh wait, you can make this shit. You know?
That's when you made that realization.
Like, yeah. Right. You know? And then
go ahead.
And maybe I want to say 4 or 5 years later, maybe. That's when I had fucking got my first was it FL10, I think it was, or some shit. It wasn't 11, that's for sure.
Okay. So it sounds like just that was the first one you heard of, right? And
yeah.
Okay.
Like, and then after that, like I did hear of like Ableton and stuff, but I was just like,
at that point you had
this fool was like, this one was like so adamant about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that one. He sold it.
Okay, I feel it. Yeah, because usually when I hear producers that say they use FL, it's usually just the first one that they like looked at or the first one they actually seen someone.
Yeah.
Opposed to someone that goes to Ableton, they've just heard from other people that, especially EDM, this is the EDM DAW. This is the EDM DAW.
Yeah.
You know? So when I think of like FL producers, I feel like you've probably been doing it for a while and this is probably the first available thing to you type shit.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I just feel like that looks more appealing maybe. I don't know, like the 3 lines and shit.
Yeah.
Kind of intimidating.
True. But also though, I think, like I said, you started 9-10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think now it's more like if you want to start producing, you're just going to Ableton, especially EDM. Like,
no, yeah, like for coming because it's so popular now.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we're just a product of that time period. I think.
Hey, and whatever works.
Yeah.
You know, whatever works. I mean, for me, whatever works. You know,
facts.
Whatever works.
I'm thinking now if FL Studio is hip hop's producer DAW.
Yeah.
Or would you say?
I would say. I know for usually a lot of hip hop producers will use Logic and FL. Those
Logic. Okay,
yeah.
I believe that.
Logic and FL are the hip hop ones, I guess.
Okay.
But honestly, I think FL is just the basic top tier DAW. You feel me? Like opposed to getting like GarageBand or opposed to getting or just using Audacity, you know, or these other like lower DAWs. This is still a top tier DAW, but it's just the basic one, you know? And that's how I see FL. But like once you start putting in your own like stuff into it, like your own free VSTs and whatnot, it's the same as every other DAW.
Just a different operating system, really.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, everyone has Serum, bro. You feel me? So
yeah, exactly.
It don't matter. It's just I'm just arranging my shit here. You're arranging your shit there.
Yeah.
And not everyone got them Ableton stock plugins. Hey, hey, you hear it everywhere. That the stocking plugins and Ableton are just
bro. They went ham on us in those comments at one time.
Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of shit that I have to fucking download, like VST shit.
Yeah.
That is already like on Ableton. You know what I'm saying? Like frequency shifter.
Like the OTT
and all kinds of bullshit like that. Well, you know what? I think the new update does have a frequency shifter on fucking FL.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all about where FL partners with. You know, like now FL starting to partner with all these plugin creators and stuff like that. Just how Ableton does and just how Pro Tools and Logic does. You know, you need licensing to get the shit on your DAW. So now they're actually big enough to be in the conversation to where I could be like, hey, do you want to partner with me type shit?
Yeah. They got enough pool to fucking play with.
Now, yeah.
So Ableton is the people's choice at the moment.
For EDM.
For EDM, okay.
Unfortunately.
For EDM. Bet. True. What are you making nowadays, bro? Because I was going through some of your releases. It seems like it's more on the heavy bass side of things.
It is. It's getting more to like, okay, so like I really want to be like a well-rounded artist, and that's just the direction that I'm going right now. There's a lot of other shit that I feel like I get like a not like we get it kind of thing, but you know, I know how to do that already. I want to challenge myself a little bit more. You know, so it's like one of those things. But anything I make, you know, you gotta have like a little bounce to it.
All right.
You know, like that's like something that I want. You know how they make your own sound and shit. So I want to be a well-rounded artist, but like one of those like, oh shit, I know who this is.
All right, I got you. Like it could be any type of track, and like you could just hear that style, you hear that sound, be like, oh yeah, this is most definitely that person's track.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I always try to put a little bounce into it, you know.
Okay. Do you feel like you can recognize your sound right now?
I can. I don't know about like other people and shit, because like there's songs that I've made with other people, and like, you know, we've played them and shit, and I'm just like, oh okay, yeah, like I could totally tell. But then again, I'm a little biased because that I made it, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So, probably differentiate a little bit, like as a normal person. But I mean, then again, it's like my family and friends and shit. So like, is that you? And I'm like, yeah.
What are some of your inspirations? Like artist inspirations? Yeah.
Artist inspirations? Yeah. I mean, G Space is one of them. G Space is pretty dope. I like that motherfucker. Heavy as shit. Let's see. You know, Gravedigger, Carnage, fucking, you know, all that heavy shit, bro. You know, that's the only ones I can really think of. But anything with like humongous bass like that, you know, like it takes you over. Like it's not just like a real bass. It's like it's like going through, I don't know, that bass that engulfs you, you know.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's other bass that just hits you, and like 808s or something like that, you know, that just hits. With like heavy bass, it just engulfs, and it just like you hear the kick, but it, you know, it engulfs you.
No, yeah, like
You know what
it
I'm saying?
kind of sucks you in
Yeah, a little bit.
a sense.
Yeah,
It kind of wraps you.
Yeah.
Like it kind of takes over. It takes over control of you
Yeah.
in some instances. You know.
Yeah.
I understand what kind of bass you're talking about too,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. Like for
So-
example, like you mentioned Gravedigger, like his style, like is like that raw trap. Like he has like
Yeah.
that like heavy bass,
Oh, you know
like
who
trap.
else too? Lit Lords. Lit Lords
Lords,
is the
okay.
fucking dope. Okay, that fool is fucking. Yeah, he's dope. That's like one of the things that I kind of like. A lot of his drum patterns and stuff like that. That like that's kind of like it's bouncy. He has that bounce to it. So I try to not totally copy it, but take pointers. I guess you know what I'm saying, like on how to arrange shit.
All right,
I
got you. Now, are you typically working more on like originals or more on like remixes nowadays?
I worked on a couple of remixes. Remixes.
I know you had done a remix of my Toxic Love one, and I recently seen that you had sent me This Is Love remix as well.
Yeah, I did.
Swear.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, I heard the first one. That shit was fire. I'm trying to hear that This Is Love.
It was I kind of went a little different direction because I heard some of them, the ones you were previewing on your fucking story and shit, and I was like, I had to just like do something different, and that's the first time I seen it too. You said something about a remix. I was like, wait a second, how do I not know about this?
But you know what? You're the first person to I think remix the track, because I think it's for the Can't Stop Me remix you're mentioning.
Wait, which one?
Because I think you did the This Is Love remix, and then I'm doing a Can't Stop Me remix competition.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I think you submitted This Is Love remix, but I'm doing a competition for.
So when I asked you, you were like, yeah, this today, but it was for that one.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. No wonder. I was like, can't stop. Wait, I don't remember that one.
No, okay, I see what's going on now. So you were trying to send me a Can't Stop Me remix.
No, I was trying to.
Oh, you thought that This Is Love was the remix competition?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Got it. Oh, bad.
Because I could have heard. I could have swore I heard the same fucking song. I don't know. I could have swore I heard it.
No, I made stems available for This Is Love for anyone to remix.
Yeah.
But I didn't put like a particular competition behind that.
Oh,
it was just
okay.
for the comments Can't Stop Me. No, but I did see that remix though.
Totally missed it. I went like that.
Nah, bro, you still made the remix, bro. I mean.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
that's dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So besides that remix, are you working on more remixes, or are you doing you doing more originals?
More originals.
Bootlegs,
more originals right now. I have done a few bootlegs, but like I don't know if you guys ever heard them, but I play them all the time.
If you play them, we've heard them.
Yeah.
For sure, we've heard them.
I play them all the time.
Are they public on your SoundCloud or like?
Nah,
you have them private?
Yeah, I have them private for right now. Just, I mean, because it's like I gotta have something.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I gotta have something.
Like you ain't trying to just give this just to everybody.
Yeah,
like, you need to have something that'll bring people out to come see you. Like, hey, I'm the only one with this.
Like I try to at least,
No word, I feel it.
I guess. Well, it's
hey, bro, give me the track after this podcast, yeah.
I got you.
No, I feel you, bro. So like that's kind of what stops you from posting like bootlegs and edits like that, because you want that exclusivity of like, yeah, this is mine and then only I have it. So if you want to hear it, like you have to come to my show. Like it's more of an incentive for them to come out and see you when you play.
It's more incentive, that way, and then like for me, it's more of like the oohs and ahs that I get. When I do play it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you can't really get that on SoundCloud type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because like that's what I do it for. I'm there to have fun. I'm there to fucking groove these motherfuckers, and I'm here for the oohs and ahs.
I feel it.
No,
you're right. And if I've heard a track already a few times, I might not have that reaction, when you play it live type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. That's
like for me, I'm very humble. People are always telling me that, oh, this shit was dope, whatever. For me, I feel like that's not. I could do better. I always feel like that though. I'm real humble about shit. I don't really like even people when people do tell me, I'm just like, Mike Tyson, this is trash.
I mean, you're your
I'll
biggest critic. I feel like.
You know.
Do you feel like that because you know that you could do it better, like way better, like you've done it better too?
I feel like I can do it better. I can.
Not only that, there's always room for improvement too.
Yeah. You know, it's all learning. You know, that's what it really is. It's all learning, and you just have to have that time to actually learn and not just fuck around.
No, you're right, and we are learning, bro. We are learning in these times.
Yeah,
like you know what I learned this morning? I learned that you can't release a bootleg publicly no more, bro.
What the fuck?
Shit, dude. We out here, bro. 2022.
Damn.
You can't release a bootleg in peace no more. Oh man, you want to hear some shit?
Bootleg in peace. Wait, what happened?
Well, pretty much. Here, I'll start it off, and then we'll just go hand in hand with that
Let's
shit.
do
But
it.
I guess this morning there was a producer that had published an unofficial remix. In this case, a bootleg, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what a bootleg is: an unofficial remix, a
Yeah.
remix that you did, and you didn't ask permission or you didn't ask consent to like distribute it.
Yeah.
I guess publicly, right?
Yeah.
And I guess like the actual like distributors, the official like uploaders, the rights holders of that track that was bootlegging, I guess they had reached out to the producer that released that bootleg, saying that like it was unprofessional to do it to do it on the same release date.
Yeah.
It was for the Space Laces EP too, and it was a representative from Never Say Die, and I forgot who the other producer's name was.
Release date though.
Yeah, and well, pretty much shit was getting out of hand. I guess it got to a point where like a lot of the fan base of Never Say Die was like, or just EDM Twitter, and let's just say EDM Twitter in general was just because it was popping off on Twitter to put more context into it. Like people were just going off on the producer saying like, "Oh, how come you're making a bootleg off of like a Space Laces official track? Like that's whack." And a lot of these people don't really understand like bootleg culture, right? So they're just saying what they know, right? They're just saying to say shit.
You know what I think also fucking happened? A lot of people like for the first time who aren't like EDM heads specifically, I think they're seeing the fucking term bootleg and they're thinking something else. Like and that's the type of Twitter culture, you know?
Like could, yeah. The way you name things,
because the average like fan
has
doesn't know what that
impact.
shit is. Like if you're not like a producer or something, you don't know what a bootleg is, you know?
Yeah.
So to put it in perspective, a bootleg is pretty much you remixing it, but without the consent of the other track or the other permission or consent of the rights holder, right?
Of the
And then you either change up like the drop or something. Like you don't do a drastic change to the track. You just do like an edit, like a DJ edit, bro. Pretty much, like a DJ edit that does it live, right? That'd be more so an edit, but in this case, when it gets uploaded, it's like a bootleg.
Yeah.
I guess he had gotten a version of that track like a year or two earlier, or like I think even like more than 10 years earlier, bro. Like a 2011 version of this track, and he released the track. He got confronted by one of the heads of Never Say Die on Twitter, and I forgot the whole context of it. I'll make sure to like post some shit like on the video, like with more context, right? But pretty much like for me, she should have just gone out and like consulted with the producer like in DMs privately, like like take that shit down. Because what ended up happening was that she pretty much like did a shame rant on this producer for doing that bootleg, for not like asking for permission, for like
bullied him and shit.
Yeah, and it turned into this whole cyberbullying thing where like a lot of the Never Say Die audience was like cyberbullying this producer, like, "Oh, how come you're like releasing an unofficial remix, a bootleg of like an official track by an official label, by an official artist type, all this type of shit." And it is a Space Laces EP, right? And I think it's something Bath track that he had made a bootleg of. I haven't seen the track title names yet, but
so like even in the verbiage that you're saying that was in the tweet and stuff, you could already tell like she's saying it in a way to get people to react. You know, like she's not even trying to be nice about it.
Oh.
She's not trying to be like, "Oh, hey, like we're having this release today. Like, could you just please take it down? Maybe upload it." You know, she's not even going that route publicly. Saying like an official artist, like what does an official artist have to do with anything? He's an artist, like you know, like why would he's gonna remix whoever's not an official artist either? You know, so like it's just in the wording, like you could tell there's some other type of motive behind it, you know, not just.
Hey, some people just like to be a dick, man.
And I don't know why.
But I mean, like I understand like where she's coming from
Walk me
like the
through that
label
reasoning,
perspective.
then. Walk me to that, because I don't even see it honestly. And
because like it all comes down to not having the rights to upload or distribute a particular track of like your version, and it all goes down to copyright. You know what I'm saying?
They've never pointed out like that to anybody else who's ever remixed a bootleg from Never Say Die before. So I don't know why this should be the first time, and they're going stupid hard on it.
The thing is that this may not be the first time. It's probably already happened a couple times with other labels, but this is probably just like the first time we're seeing it being public.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Why though?
Yeah. I'm not too sure, but
see,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm asking. I don't even see that
that's what I'm saying. Most professional heads of a label wouldn't just in public, you know, make a request like that. And the way that she made that request, like you have to see the tweet, but I think she deleted it. The way she made that request, that's just some shit that could have been more professionally crafted in an email privately between the other person.
And even, but like I still do not see her perspective in it, like in any way, like of why I'm attacking homeboy. Like there's no reason.
Like to do it publicly, no.
If she's a big exec in fucking Never Say Die, there's easier ways of getting the track removed. Way easier ways than going to Twitter and telling everybody that I have a release today with an official artist. This person is bootlegging and using, you know, and I just don't like that term not in general, but because she's going to the public and not necessarily producers with that term bootlegging, that's already a connotative like language to that, you know? So it's like, for what? I have no idea for what.
And so the Never Say Die rep does that, right? And then it all goes into like this cyberbullying of like wherever these people come from, right? Whether if it's the audience of Never Say Die, or if it's just like some random strollers on that Twitter feed, like they're just they're just tuning in their opinions, right? They're saying that, oh, you should not bootleg this, like what are you doing? And like this is like another part of like a crowd where they don't understand bootleg culture, right? So they're saying that. Yeah. But pretty much what ends up happening is that all this cyberbullying is happening, like all this like shaming is going on as producer. The producer's feeling it, right? The person that bootleg the track, like he's feeling that pressure. He's feeling like the tension from like Twitter and all that from Never Say Die, right? So makes an apology tweet saying that, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that, blah 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 blah. I pretty much removed all of my tracks. I'm pretty much gonna go
all the slander.
Yeah, that's what he said. Due to all the slander, like I'm pretty much gonna just not do this music shit anymore and just kind of figure out like how everything works and shit. So it's kind of like,
don't let them get to you, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, that shit is hella wild, bro. That shit is hella wild.
Like I get it, you know, people are like trying to protect their shit.
It's hella wild too, cause Space Laces tuned in like an hour or two later after all that shit was happening, like, you know, wanting to bring us a better solution to what was going on. Because I guess he was trying to reach out to the producer saying like, hey.
Oh, wait. So this is like people that are like the distributors and the people that are like.
Yeah, like a person in charge of Never Say Die.
Yeah.
Like made a public request, but like not a professional public request. Like saying like, oh, like pretty much putting her 2 cents on the situation. Yeah. And pretty much demanding like some shit's being done. And yeah, it was a rep from like Never Say Die asking another producer like, hey, like pretty much you're not supposed to be doing this shit, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you're at work, right? And
she was scolding him.
Yeah, she was pretty much put like this. You're at work and your boss is like telling you what you did wrong in front of everyone. Yeah. Type shit. Yeah. When you could have just like took your employee in the back room and like told them like what they did wrong. Like if that's her like case, her mindset, right? But that's pretty much what like kind of triggered me. Is like this shit could have just been done privately, and regardless of what the motive was for all this, like could have been done privately. There, because what it led to cyberbullying. The producer was feeling some type of way. At a certain point, made the producer quit, and it was because of Space Laces and all these other artists like advocating, like, hey, you know what? Fuck that. Like that shit ain't right. Like to have all these people cyberbully this producer because he bootlegged some shit. Like we've been doing bootlegging like since. Since we were born, type shit.
That kind of sucks because, like, imagine being Space Laces, the producer, and all this shit is happening. Like, you wake up in the morning and you just see your name and shit because of all this bullshit, and you're like, "What the fuck?" It's like, oh, I would hate that. Mm.
And especially because bootlegs are like literally what popped off a lot of fucking producers like nowadays. Like I could give you plenty examples of producers that popped because of bootlegs.
Yeah.
And I said this earlier to Carlos, like we wouldn't have a Gom. The Gom we have today, we wouldn't have him without fucking bootlegs. Legit. Like we've had conversations and like legit, I feel like that it's a part of the success for him. So it's like if you're gonna suppress bootlegs and stuff like that, you're suppressing a whole evolution of music. Like he popularized kind of that, was one of the people, at least I would see, and popped because of that. And now he's making like even better music type shit, you know?
Yeah.
So now you just literally fucked up this artist's trajectory in making music because of all this slander, imagine all the shit rushing through his head right now.
Yeah. I mean, see, and like that's where you know that this is like an executive or some shit like that. Because you know, if it was a fucking artist and shit, he probably wouldn't have fucking cared. You know what I'm saying? Like it when it got right down to it and shit, he probably wouldn't have cared. Because I mean, for me, like if I release a song and shit and then somebody does that shit, I'll be like, oh, that's flattering. Like, you know, like hell yeah, that's just dope.
So this now after like we've talked about all this and the little bit we talked beforehand, to me, this clearly looks like a PR stunt from the executive side. Like it was a verbal attack for everyone to see on the day of the Space Laces official release. They made it a big thing, whether it's good PR, bad PR. People are now gonna know Space Laces.
They got the scapegoat. They got
all of it. Yeah. So for me, I could kind of see that as now a PR stunt. And if that is a PR stunt, that's some fucked up shit. Like, and the only reason my head goes to that is because you see real life examples of this in other genres. Like in hip hop, you see shit like this all the time. In R&B, you see this shit all the time. In pop, you see this shit all the time. Yep. Like every time Kanye comes out, fam, he fucking puts out some outlandish shit, attacks because he's trying to get the buzz for his music. Yep. And this is what this looks like to me. And if that's the case, it's fucked up. Like, shit. Do you guys think this looks negative on Never Say Die? At the end of the day,
it could. Because I mean,
if
you are dealing with Never Say Die, you're probably
not as really big.
Well, like you're probably not dealing with the actual artist.
It won't be impactful.
You know?
You don't think some producer's gonna be like, "Damn, now I don't want to release on Never Say Die," because if Space Laces didn't want to handle it like that, you know, like damn, they're going over the artist's head. That's where I'm thinking now. Like, damn, now they're going over my head.
Yeah.
For some shit, like
well, I don't want to get yelled at.
It just depends what artists are willing to settle for a label.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, do you think it's negative on Never Say Die? I don't want to say it is
the way it played out.
But
the way it played out, like it could have been done
a lot better.
Handled. It could have been handled better from them for sure, bro. Because if they would have just done it through private, like they didn't have the cyberbullying happen. The cyberbullying happened.
What made you think?
Because it was published. This whole address
to do it public.
Yeah, the addressing was public.
I don't understand. Like, if this isn't a PR stunt, why? There's no other reason that makes sense for me to why you'd want to do that.
Some people were saying that, and some people were on the side of the label were saying that. Well, I mean, she's not in the wrong for like, you know, pointing that shit out, because technically a bootleg is kind of like not asking consent, not asking permission to distribute that particular version of the track.
So they're standing behind her.
There's some people. No, there's some people they're seeing why she would go with like that route of like, oh, I'm gonna like ask this person to like take it down. Because some people are like, oh, how come like a bootleg is so threatening to a label? Or like, you know, some people are asking like, oh, how come like keeping a bootleg up there is like so threatening to label? But some people are like chiming in like, oh, well, so a lot of people don't know about like copyrights and like how that shit works. So a lot of people can kind of see that side of like.
But that's
label.
where mixtape comes. Like, there's a whole like genre to this. You know, there's a whole culture to this.
He's right.
You feel me? Like, just because you don't want it out, like you don't just put like point blank period. I don't know where I was going with that exactly, but you just publicly is just not the way. You literally, especially if you're an exec at Never Say Die and you have these resources to you.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's an exec. It's just someone like in Never Say Die that's on the account. That works with them. Yeah.
Exactly. See, and that sucks too because like it I mean, it doesn't really intimidate me, but I don't want to get yelled at like that. Fact. You know what I'm saying? If
bro, no one should.
And I'm like, hey, look, this shit's dope. And they're like,
Facts. I don't. What for? What? Like,
yeah.
Come on, bro.
Like, just let me know him. Let me know in DMs. Me. Yeah. It just it's just between me and you, where no one has to see this.
Send me a strongly worded email about what I did, bro. Don't go on Twitter and try to get some clout off this shit.
Embarrass the fuck out of me.
Yeah, like there's no point. I'm an artist, fam. Like, come on.
So a bootleg is an unofficial remix. It's pretty much a remix in disguise, right? Because it's not.
Basically not getting stems.
You haven't consent.
You don't have stems,
you haven't.
bro.
But you haven't consented. Well, yeah.
But people make remixes in other genres, and it's not called bootlegs, and they're not official remixes. They're not called bootleg.
No, yeah, but most, but you know,
a bootleg is not having stems.
But some people are gonna put remix because of SEO terms. Because not many people are looking up. Oh yeah, I want to look at this Keisha TikTok. Blah 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 bootleg. No, they're thinking remix.
No, it's called a remix.
No, but I'm saying people are gonna put remix when it comes to uploading titles just because of the SEO. Because most people nowadays are not typing in like bootleg. They're typing in
bootleg comes from copying, bro. Bootleg comes from I bootlegged a movie. I copied a movie. Mm-hmm. I recorded it bad. You feel me? That's the same thing. It's just not getting the stems. That's it. Yeah. Just getting the track. And making it your own. That's a bootleg. You're doing it yourself. You don't have the stems for that shit.
Right.
Has nothing to do with not getting the I guess in unofficial remix, unofficial bootleg, that's something you could put in the title. But like, they're just bootlegging. You feel me? Like it already has a negative connotation.
Let me ask you this: Should the producer that did this bootleg, do you feel like if they want to upload it on their profile, do you feel like they should have asked the label like, "Hey, I have a bootleg"? Nah. You don't think they should have asked them?
Where do I get the email?
I mean, so
no. There's a way to reach out to platforms, bro. Like, if they have a website,
tell me where,
dude. You gotta get. They have a contact, bro. Like, if they don't get back to you, bro, they don't get back to you, and you do with what you do with whatever choice you're dealt with at that time. You either release it, they didn't get back to you. Or you don't release it and they didn't get back to you and you're just scared that maybe down the road they're gonna like get at your ass.
So I have to go to Never Say Die, or do I go to Space Laces? Because it's not a Never Say.
Whatever track. No, who's ever the rights holder, right? Who's ever the master rights holder.
How did I know it was gonna be coming out on Never Say Die if I got it 10 years ago? Like you said, he had got the original a long time ago. You feel me? So how does he know to even reach out to a Never Say Die if he doesn't know if it's going to be releasing there in the first place?
But we don't know if he did know that, and he still released it though.
Look, and this is what I will give on their side is that he knew what he was doing when releasing it, like the specific time because he was playing off of their promotion.
Yeah,
but at the same time, fam. They could have just deleted it off their fucking.
No, yeah, they didn't have to go about it that way. Yeah. And like, I mean, whoever it was, I'm not saying it's like the whole company in general, but lady could have woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know. Some people, sometimes
just been an off day for her. I get
it. Some people just like to watch the world burn.
Like even if I was in a position like working with that label, even for me, like it's not a trigger thing for me to go on Twitter in public and just. I'm gonna email the producer and be like, bro, like. I'm even the person like, hey, bro, sick bootleg. At best, bro. Hey, I want to make that an official remix.
Right?
That would have been a better solution.
And if it sucked, you don't have to say anything.
Word, exactly. You can just keep it up. Let them have the bootleg.
Exactly. Yeah.
On the
Let them have the bootleg.
Though, on the exec side, she's probably got yelled at.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she got.
Her boss was just like, "You better take this down now." And
that's like the tweet.
We'll see what Schism. Schism pretty much was like, "Hey, you know what? Bad or good marketing, we'll see, right?"
Do you guys know Do you know the name of the producer?
No.
Nah. It was something with an S, I believe. But another good thing that happened though was that Spaceless tuned in like into the Twitter thread was like, hey, you know what? Fuck that. Like that shit ain't cool. What just went down? Like I'm pretty cool with this person like having his bootleg up. Like let me reach out to him. Try to like see what's good with him, man. More producers, more higher end producers. That were like all tuning in, like, hey, no, fuck that. Like, this is some bullshit. Like,
yeah,
I can't believe it. Now we can't even make bootlegs without like all these people like giving us like a public shaming.
I mean, especially as DJs, that's what we thrive on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all fucking samples and it's all, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Remix.
Yep. At the end of the day, I mean, most producers use samples off other they just get the samples royalty free. So it's
yeah.
Whatever. But the dude's name, I don't know how to say it, but it's spelled Styks. Stikes.
Okay.
Sticks,
yeah. So I just want to give shout out to him just because, like I said, at the end of the day, you did nothing wrong, fam. Nothing wrong.
Hey, so, send us some music though too for Guess the Tempo. You feel me?
But look, hopefully though, like you said, Space Laces reached out to him, right? Hopefully this only impacts him positively. And it gets him to a different foot in the door, you know, because the girl fucked up, but maybe this is gonna help him in the long run.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, so it was a big meltdown. I get you, all the slander like went to you, and it sucks. It's in your head now. You had to live it, but hopefully, like, you know, he can make this positive.
Yeah, let's make it more beneficial. Yeah,
hopefully. Exactly. Turn the negative to a positive. Yeah. I mean, you got all this PR now.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, everyone else does.
Like, they could have just gone there. And I know they're smart like this. And this is what kind of bothered me. They could have just reached out to the person and been like, look, Sticks, we like the bootleg. We came across the bootleg. And we want to know if you want to make that shit official. You know, like, I see that benefiting.
More PR. Yeah. That's a better PR than, well, I don't know if that's...
And that might even spark a Spaceless's remix EP.
Yeah.
Because they like see a bootleg and they're like, oh shit, we wonder how many bootlegs are out there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me give you the official stems. Let me see where you can come up with some official stems. Like, I just didn't think that she saw that at that point. Like, oh my God, like, we could have made this shit an official remix. Fuck that shit. Like, and we hear a lot of stories where a lot of these producers, like even back in the days, 2013, through 2016, like in Trap Rising,
that was
like they would make a lot of these, like, I mean, they were bootlegs, but obviously these producers were calling them remixes. But over time, or they would still call them bootlegs too, but they would get converted into remixes because even the label owners or the rights holders of that track would be like, hey, you know what? Like, let me give you the stems, or let me just like give you that consent for us to be like, yeah, let's make it official. And it became like official remixes, or they might even like got distributed on an official remix EP like comes out later.
Dude, I fucking love that era, that trap era where, you know, that all those fucking bootlegs and shit like that.
Festival trap era.
Lord have mercy, I love that shit.
True. The RL Grime, right? The RL Grime version of that.
RL Grime, fucking what was it called? HPNTK or some shit like that. Fucking...
I don't even know, bro. When I heard Back to You, Boombox Cartel, dude. No, true.
That was an error.
But yeah, man. Well, that all happened. Space Laces reached out. A lot of bigger artists were like advocating for the producer. And I think a couple hours later, the producer actually like made another statement saying that I guess he's back again in the music type shit, and he's gonna be working on more music now, and he's dealt it a bit better now, like with the whole backlash or the whole cyberbullying, you know, because that shit was just.
No, I mean, it sucks, especially like when people from some kind of place that you bring, you know, because I'm pretty sure he loved Never Say Die. Why would you not love him if you're gonna, you know, trying to do a fucking what's it called? Damn it, I sound like that little kid. Is it have you ever had a dream? Fuck.
You know, when you
you know, that comes from a place where, you know, you like that music, and for somebody to treat me that way and to hear that from somewhere that I get that satisfaction from, that would fucking suck. I don't want to do that.
Like, my understanding, if a producer did a bootleg That's like him paying respect.
Yeah.
Him paying, like, you know.
Bro, he was inspired
He or she, you know?
by
Yeah.
you, fam. Like, you inspired him to
Yeah.
make something. You feel me? That's
Exactly.
dope. Like,
They didn't have
Exactly.
stems. They wanted to make a bootleg,
That's
and they did a bootleg out of your track, fam.
I'm honored,
And you're gonna
man.
do them. You're gonna do
I
them
am
dirty
honored.
like that.
Right?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it sucks.
But I'm not scared, bro. I'll still fucking release these bootlegs. We out here, bro.
Nah.
Yeah.
Bootlegs till we die. I've actually never made a. No, I've never released a bootleg. I've made some bootlegs, but I don't think I've ever released a
Yeah,
bootleg.
yeah, same
Okay.
here.
I've,
Same here.
it's
I've
just
tried to do some, but like you have to cut it down to where it's just 4 bars of that actual song, and then you have to change it up, or else like it'll trigger like those copyright things and shit.
Oh yeah, I got you.
You know,
Not true.
you can't use more than like 4 bars or some shit like that.
Yeah. What's up with that, bro? 4 bars. Like if it
Nah.
recognizes a certain song, then it gets like copyright or something.
Sucks.
I mean,
Or
that's
certain copyright systems.
I mean, that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
That's how you don't have these.
That's
problems.
what you pay for though too on the other side.
Yep.
You know, when
That's
you
exactly.
do get these fucking copyrights and shit, that's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
True though.
You know?